much conversation, really excellent discussion of Ambedkar, his legacy, his contribution has been made today. And so I won't spend time on that. I do want to say thank you to Takshak and all the volunteers who put this together. And I'm honored by the invitation for the second annual of the next 100 years of meeting as this organization grows. Homage to the Buddha, to the Noble Sangha, without whom we would be lost, and of course Baba Sahib, who is our father. Reliable guide in all things in life. I think, and I did spend some time meeting with some of the volunteers to discuss and listen to what some of the issues facing this community are in terms of this moment and future growth. And so my comments are both my own and also in respect to ideas that were expressed to me over the last day or so. So I want to take you into my life to show you the intersection of Baba Sahib in my life, in another community, in another culture, to show you the power of his teachings from 70 years ago to present, jumping culture in America to me. So when I was working with Michael Jackson, and I was on the field of the Super Bowl, I'm in charge of 5,000 people on the field. There are 80,000 people in the stadium. There are 750 million people watching by television. And in that moment, I could feel every single eye, because I was as close to Michael as I am to that wall. And everybody screaming at the top of their lungs. In this moment, I felt like I had risen to the level of my career that I was not prepared to deal with as a human being. Because the show went off well, but I, of course, in my profession, you're always thinking contingencies. What if this happens? What if that happens? And so in my mind, I'm thinking this could all go wrong at any moment, and then there would be 5,000 people on the field and 80,000 people watching and 750 million by television. That's a big mistake made, imprinted forever. Many, many lives, incalculable amount of lives could be affected. And I thought, I need to really start thinking about my humanity, because I have to survive my career should things go wrong. And at that time I had no way of figuring out how to do that, but that began my quest, my search to become a better, bigger, more efficient human being. The education was not enough. The consistent movement up the ladder in a very difficult business where there are no rules. If you make a mistake, they come and get security, throw you out the building. There's no room. You're shooting live television. That means you have a 3-second window for a mistake. That's it. You got the B-1 bombers up in the stratosphere waiting for our signal to come down and fly 500 feet over the stadium, so the show can start on a soundtrack that starts the music. And you got to get 5,000 people to do the same thing at the same time on the field. And it's moment to moment to moment to moment. The pressure is very great, is what I'm saying. So what I tried to do was to figure out why I was having this feeling. And I couldn't figure it out, but I knew one thing. Everything I was doing was not what I needed. So I reversed the strategy and I said, well, what if I stop doing everything I know how to do? Let's see what happens. Maybe it's possible that I might discover something that I will not see as long as I continue to be doing what I'm doing. In other words, in order to become a better human being, I had to think about changing my behavior. Not thinking about it, not hoping for it, not aspiring, but actually to change my behavior. And I got into a lot of trouble because once I stopped doing what I knew how to do, things started falling away. My car broke down. I said, I don't need it anymore. That car's not going to make me happy. It's not the answer. Then I started, people said, what's wrong with you? I said, I'm trying to find out what kind of human being I am. I lost friends. And then I thought, my friends that I had at that time were only my friends because of what I had. And as soon as they saw that I may not be having that anymore, they went away. I learned a lot about other human beings.